Hey guys, Gregory Olson here with G&G Elite. We've got Shane Early, who just came in first place at our store preliminary. We had about 19 people to start off with,
Yeah, it was like
something
19,
like that.
Something like that. It was 3 invites.
Yeah. So he had running Skilless Goku. He went 5-0. Spent 4 rounds on stream. You can check that up over our Twitch site. And so we're going to do a deck profile, and I might ask him a few questions along the way. To start off with, what were your matchups? Like, what were the first matchup and go on?
So round 1, I played against Oob Leader, using like the new Power Booster Videl to go into the grandpa and the granddaughter, as well as using the Anniversary UI engine with that new, was it Path to Infinite, I think it is, to go into UI. I beat that matchup 2-0. He even had Striving game 2, but he didn't see a Hercule at all game 2, so he just stumbled the whole game. In game 1, he got into UI, and I was at like 3 life, I think, but I had power bursts, so he couldn't kill me, and I just killed him on the crackback, because that deck can't really do enough on the crackback. Like, they don't have Nimbus or anything like that, so it was a pretty easy 2-0. The matchup didn't feel very bad. Josh is a really cool player, though. I do like playing him, so, you know, there's that. Round 2, I played against Broly Victory Strike, and me and Marcus pretty much built this deck to beat that deck, and I was able to win 2-1. Thankfully, I won the die roll, so I get to 4 energy and have an extra turn, and that's very relevant in that matchup for me. And so I won game 1, lost game 2, won game 3. Game 2, game 2 I was very close to winning again. I got a crit off and crit off his Victory Strike. So I was like, all right, cool. And I actually survived the 3 Hidden Mastery swings, and I was in 1 life. But then he had an Overwhelm Mass Sand, and I couldn't defend that as well. So almost got there.
Right.
And I actually had Zarbon in the sideboard, but I'll get to it a little bit later, but let's just say I'm going to cut that card.
Okay.
I took it out game 3, and just wanted to go underneath him. Game 3, thanks to Killy Zone and him not having Nimbus, I think I attacked him like 10 times it would have been turn 4.
Nice.
I attacked him like 10, 12 times. There's no way he was surviving. Round 3, I played against Green-Yellow Starter Broly, and game 1, he just secret rared me, and I died.
Yeah, that was a fun game to watch.
Yeah, that one was actually on stream. All my matches starting with this one were on stream, so y'all can see them.
Yeah.
Game 2, I went first and was just able to kill him before he could get into the secret rare or anything like that. Game 3, he stumbled going first and got stuck on the 6-drop, and I just killed him. Like, if they stumble at all or just don't see the secret rare, you can get there. You just have to bait out the Broly to pop something, so you have to waste like a super combo or something to get them to pop it, and then you just kill them. They don't have enough to defend with. Round 4, I played against Toa, and I did technically lose game 1, but it's because I'm dumb. I Iskai'd twice on my final attack, but I only declared double strike once because I'm dumb, and it's just habit. And then, the leader effect takes off the only double strike I announced. Whatever. But I won game 2 and 3.
That's why you run Champa. Don't have to announce it.
Funny enough, I wanted to play Champa, and even Greg was there and I was building my deck, but I could only find 2, so I just played Iskai'd because I didn't want to play 2 Champa, 1 Iskai'd.
Right.
So, but I still won the match. Won games 2 and 3. The matchup's not bad, especially with a sideboard card I had. That pretty much won the match for me, that sideboard card. Round 5, I played against Broly Victory Strike again and won 2. I won the die roll, killed him on turn 4, game 1, just by baiting out Bloodlust and things like that. And game 2, I killed him on turn 3 thanks to Killing Zone and stuff. And game 3, on my final double strike kill swing, he was 5k short of surviving. He was able to match, but he couldn't get that final 5k.
Right.
So I won that one. There was something I was going to say, and I forget what it was. I don't know. Maybe I'll remember.
What was your hardest matchup?
It's definitely Broly, the green Broly.
Right.
That matchup's just not favorable, especially if they go first. It's a lot to deal with. And I can honestly say yellow Broly too, just because you have to kill them before they get to turn 4.
Yeah.
If they get to turn 4, they just win.
Right.
So you can kind of go with either one.
All right. Well, let's take a look at the deck.
Alright, so of course we have the leader, Son Goku, the permanent. There's Skilless battle card in my drop area. I can awaken at 6 life, and then activate main once per turn. I can choose one 4-star ball from my hand, reveal it, draw 1 card, and this card gets plus 5,000 power for the duration of the turn. And then his awaken is untap 1, draw 1. So probably one of the better decks right now. It's kind of cookie cutter though, and a lot of people make brain dead jokes about it, but there's ways to play the deck that people aren't expecting, and that's how you steal wins. So, of course, because we're playing Skilless, we are playing 4 Son Goku The Adventure Begins. He is a 1-cost 5k, activate main once per turn. We can go get a 4-star ball out of our deck or from our drop area and add it to our hand, and that's relevant because we need the 4-star ball for our leader. And then he also has an activate main once per turn. We can pay 2 to search our deck or our drop area for a 3-drop Skilless or a 2-drop Skilless, put it into play, and now we have a big, if it's a 3-drop, 30k beater.
Right.
And that's pretty good. And again, of course, because Skilless, we're playing 4 4-star balls. You have to have 4-star ball in your opening hand. If you don't, you lose. So you just hard mold for a 4-star ball. If you don't have 4-star ball or a way to get it in your opening 6, then you hard mold for it. Just send everything back. Doesn't matter what it is, how important it is for the matchup. Because if you don't have the ball, you're done. And then we're playing red-blue Skilless, which is kind of unique. So instead of playing Sorbet like the yellow decks do, we're playing 2 My Trusted Lackey. It's just a 1-drop, 1 red auto. When you play this card, choose up to 1 Dragon Ball card from your deck and add it to your hand. So it's another way to go get the 4-star ball.
So if you don't have the 4-star ball and you have a way to play her, the charge and play her, then you're good to go.
I actually had a game where I had her in my opening hand, but not the ball or the Goku, and I just hard kept her and was like, well, I hope I draw a red source to play her.
Right.
And it worked out. I drew a Goku, so it didn't matter.
Yeah.
So we're essentially playing 10 4-star balls to get it in our opening hand.
Okay.
I played, 14 games today, I think. No, 13 games today, and I never whiffed. Always had it.
Nice.
So this is very consistent, and I like it. 4 Training Buddy Krillin. Some people only play like 3. We're trying to be as aggressive as possible, so we're playing 4 because we always want to play it.
Right.
We just always want to play Training Buddy Krillin to get a 20k. We just want to go wide and go hard.
And he grabs the card from your drop area and then makes something, right?
He grabs a 20k, or he grabs a 2-drop or less Skilless card from your drop area, puts it into play, and then he gives one of your opponent's battle cards minus 5k.
Right.
Which, because we're playing blue and playing Senzu Bean to be aggressive, it's very relevant to pop Borgoses or Whis or things of that nature, so you can play your Senzu Bean aggressively, and that actually was very relevant today.
Yeah, no, I remember seeing you pull a bunch of these plays off on stream.
Because they were playing like Whis in the sideboard or something. 4 Bonds of Friendship, Android 8. It's just there to help us get to our Skilless cards.
Right.
Because I was sideboarding Zarbon's the only reason I played 4, but you probably don't need 4 in this card because I'm definitely cutting Zarbon. It's counterintuitive to what I'm trying to do to Zarbon. But this card's still fine. He looks at the top 7 and gets a Skilless battle card, and then whenever a Goku of yours, a childhood Goku, leaves the battlefield in any way, you get to kill one of your opponent's battle cards. And like, don't get me wrong, I did do that a few times. Like when I'm going for the kill, I would combo my Goku, pop their random little dude over here that combos for 5k, then combo the Android 8. Now they've lost 5k combo power. So that was kind of relevant in me trying to kill people. So the card still has its place. Now for my vanillas, I am playing, God, y'all are going to judge me, a 1 2-drop Yamcha that's red, 3 2-drop Vegetas that are blue, 2 2-drop Gokus that are blue, 2 3-drop Zarbons that are red, 1 blue 3-drop Deborah, and 1 blue 3-drop Great Sight Man. I just like, it helps me keep the counts I want for my energy, and I don't like my opponents being able to like predict the amount of Skilless cards I'm playing to map out their turns. So I play wacky combos like this just to try and get them to second guess how many I'm playing.
And if you're wondering, this is the face of a madman.
I'm sorry. Obviously the Skilless cards are very important because like on your backside, the Goku once per turn lets you combo a Skilless card, and it becomes a 0-10k instead of a 0-5k. Also, by the way, on the backside, instead of reveal draw 1, you reveal draw 2 and then discard 1. So you dig very deep. Your awaken turn is really nice, and the fact that you'll reveal, draw a card, awaken, untap, draw a card, reveal, draw 2, discard. You draw a ton of cards. It's great.
And I apologize for the camera movements. My arms are tired. And
yeah, I'm trying to hurry. 4 1-drop intensifying power trunks. It's just crit pressure early. And we want self-awaken in some way, shape, or form. So that's what we went with, because we don't want Pan, because we're not trying to survive a victory strike. We're just trying to kill them before they get to victory strike. 2 Dimension Support Trunks is our overwhelm of choice for the main board. Again, it just helps the go wide apply pressure strategy, and it gives it crit. So, I originally wanted 7 2-drops because of this card, but I ended up going with 6 against my better judgment, but it worked out fine, so I'll probably just stay at 6. 3 Hidden Power East Supreme Kais. I would advise just playing Champa, because that bit me in the butt today. But, you know, just play a double strike effect. I would advise Champa, but I played East Kai because I can only find 2 Champas in my stuff, not 3.
Right.
1 Demigra. You almost never get to this card, but it's too good not to play. And if you play against Janemba, it can just steal the game. So that's pretty much why it's there, just for Janemba. Or if I would have seen it against Toa, because you can get the 5 energy against Toa.
Yeah.
But against like most decks in the format, you're not getting the 5 energy. Right. 4 Roshi super combos, because I am playing a low-cost overwhelm that I'm trying to cast. We want this instead of the Sparking one, because Sparking will almost never be live. 4 Sensu Beans. These are pretty much just for the aggressiveness. We want to untap aggressively to apply more pressure and go wider. 4 Power Burst is the last card in the main board, just because it helps us get our stuff back, and we want some form of negate to help the tempo.
And especially with Toa, who's warping your stuff and things
the
like that.
raiders back.
Yeah.
Alright, so for the sideboard, first card, 2 Fu the Dark Banisher for the new anniversary set. This card was MVP against Toa. Straight won the match against Toa, and it'll almost do the same thing as Janemba. Against those slower decks, this card is amazing. It is great. 3 Zarbon, the Emperor's Attendant. In hindsight, having played the matchups today, it's actually counterintuitive to what I'm trying to do, so I would just cut this. I went undefeated match-wise against Broly Victory Strike and only brought this in 1 time and immediately took it out the next game, because it's just counterintuitive and we're better off just going underneath.
Right.
2 Mass Sand. This probably should have been Banisher Fu, but I switched at the last minute to Mass Sand because I was like, I'm kind of expecting more Mirror Match than Green Broly. And then coming to find out, I was the only Skilless in the whole event and had to play against Green Broly.
Right.
So kind of wished it was Banisher Fu, but it is what it is. 2 TN for the blue decks. I brought it in against Oop, and it was fantastic. It was the only reason I was able to kill him through striving. So, yay TN. 3 Haru for both Broly decks. Card is fantastic, card is nuts. And 3 Killy Zone for the Cold Bloodless decks, both Broly decks. This card is the only reason you get to go wide against them on turn 3 and turn 4. And against those decks, you just bring in all 3 Haru and all 3 Killy Zone. Like, I just cut the Power Burst against the yellow Broly deck because I'm not trying to get to turn 4. And against the green Broly deck, I just like trim a bunch of like one of this, one of that, one of that, one of that. So that's my deck, guys. I went 5-0 in the prelim. Yeah. I'll see y'all in Columbus.
Yep. They'll be you, Marcus,
our friends Eric and our friend Dave.
Yep. All right.
Bye.
Bye.